Shereé, and this is episode number 21 of Elevate with Ankara, and I'm so excited to present you with the next garment in the series. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. If you haven't already been following the Elevate with Ankara sewing series, this is a sewing series put together by myself and Talisha of Creativity by T here on YouTube and on Instagram. And in this series, we are encouraging our sewing friends to elevate basic sewing patterns by using standout Ankara fabric. Well, the garment that we are revealing in this episode is the two-piece outfit. I'm really excited to share some of my thoughts on this. And I can't wait for you to see the patterns that I've selected from my personal stash. After you watch my video, head over to Talisha's channel so that you can see the patterns that she thinks would be amazing in Ankara fabric. All right, let's get into it. The first pattern that I want to share with you that I think would be amazing in Ankara fabric is Simplicity S9714. This is a Mimi G pattern and it is wonderful. It has 3 pieces, so you can do the blazer in the shorts or you can do the blazer in the pants. All 3 views of this pattern are lovely, and I believe that the pattern example here is made out of a linen. Let's read the fabric recommendations for this pattern. It suggests linens, cottons, rayon suitings, denim, crepes, and then lining fabric. I believe that an Ankara fabric would be perfect for this. I know a lot of people will be making this pattern because it is a newer pattern and it is very beautiful, and I could see a lot of people making it to look exactly like Mimi's, but I think it would be fun to change it up a bit and use a standout Ankara fabric. I really like the idea of maybe using a smaller scale print Ankara fabric for this. I think that it would definitely make it a bit dressy, but also comfortable. I believe this is something you could wear to work or casually on the weekend, and it could be a lot of fun. So I encourage you to check out this pattern, and honestly, if you buy a 6-yard bundle, you may be able to make all 3 pieces, and then you can wear this 2-piece set in the spring, summer, and fall, okay? I think this is a wonderful pattern, and it definitely could be elevated with Ankara fabric. The next pattern that I want to suggest is another Mimi G pattern. This is Simplicity S9268. I have personally made this, and I actually made it out of a gauze. I made it last summer before I went to Mexico for our summer vacation, and I think it is a beautiful 2-piece pattern. And if you are someone like myself that doesn't typically show a lot of skin, but you do want to show a little bit and be playful and fun this summer, definitely consider this pattern. I love how comfortable it is. It is elasticated pants with an elasticated top. There's elastic at the top and the bottom of this top, and it ties around the neck. Really simple pattern to put together and would be so cute in any number of Ankara fabrics. It is the end of summer, friends, but if you're still vacationing and you're still enjoying that warm weather on the weekends, you could wear this all around town or maybe even just to the beach. Really great pattern, and the suggestions for this guy are batiks, chalets, gauze, jersey, lightweight stretch terry, linen blends, silky types, soft cotton types. I think that this would be fantastic in Ankara, and I highly recommend it. This is another pattern that I recently just made. This is Handmade Millennial Nomi pattern ME2033. This pattern would be so cool if you combined 2 different Ankara printed fabrics with the same design on them, but in different colorways. I think that would be so awesome. Another way you could use this pattern to use Ankara fabric, you could block it with denim, like a lightweight denim, and then the Ankara fabric. So think maybe like a chambray fabric, but you pair it with Ankara fabric and you have some beautiful color blocking already built into the pattern. I think that would be so neat. I really enjoyed sewing up this pattern recently. It was very therapeutic and fun to put together, It is one of the coolest outfits that I have in my wardrobe, and the day that I wore it, because it is a recent make, so I haven't worn it too many times, I got tons of compliments. I can only imagine how many compliments I would get if I had a unique standout Ankara fabric for these main larger pieces in this pattern. It would be so beautiful. This particular pattern suggests chambrays, cotton blends, lightweight stretch wovens, and linen blends. It also suggests contrasting fabrics with double knit, French terry, Itty, and Ponte. If you can hear an ambulance outside my window, I do apologize. But anyway, this pattern would be so cool in Ankara fabric. But again, this would be really beautiful if you used two different contrasting Ankara fabrics, or if you used a solid fabric and then paired it with a really nice Ankara fabric that just complements the color. I think that this would be a unique and fun outfit. And as you see, there is a top and pants. You can do it with or without sleeves. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Definitely want to give that a try with Ankara fabric. This next pattern is another pattern that I recently made. This is Simplicity S9756. It is a 3-piece pattern. It has a button-up shirt, which is oversized and long in the back. It has an elasticated waist pair of pants with a drawstring, and it has a really cool crop top / bandeau type of top included in this pattern. I believe that all 3 pieces would look amazing in Ankara fabric. I recently made this, and I made the button-up shirt only out of a beautiful linen fabric, and it is one of the coolest things that I've made this year. I love it so much. It looks very high-end, and I just think that in an Ankara fabric, this could just be such a unique and special piece. I could definitely see someone stopping you on the streets and asking you where you got your garment, because it would be so unique and special. I love the way this looks in a printed fabric. As you can see, the example here is also a printed fabric. Now again, you could absolutely mix it up, and you can do maybe the top in a solid fabric and then the bottoms in an Ankara with the matching button up, or you could mix it all the way up. And this is a very, I don't know, interesting idea, but what if you did like a solid print of fabric on one leg and then the printed fabric on the other, and then also have the waistband be a split half and half? Just an idea. It's fun ways to play with fabrics to really elevate and turn something that other people have seen already, but make it really special and unique. I like this pattern because it is oversized and comfortable, and if you like to be comfortable and cute and stylish, this could definitely be for you. If you're still traveling this summer, this would be a perfect travel outfit, on the beach outfit, lounging outfit. I just think that it's such a great pattern. The fabric recommendations are chambrays, cotton blends, crepe de chines, gauze, lightweight linen, blends, poplin, silky types. And again, really enjoyable sew that I definitely think would be great for Ankara fabric, especially a larger scale print fabric, because the pattern pieces are actually really large. So with this shirt being oversized, you won't have to worry about cutting into a beautiful flower or anything like that, because the pieces are so large. Really great pattern, and I definitely believe that it would elevate with some Ankara fabric. The next pattern is a more classic looking pattern. This is Butterick B6669, and as you can see, we have a jacket and a skirt, we have a dress, we have a top, and we have pants. Any number of combinations from this pattern would be beautiful in Ankara fabric. If you've been following our series all year long, that's right friends, this series has been going since September of last year. You know that we have given you lots of inspiration for different types of dresses that you can make using Ankara fabric. So we already have shared with you how you can take a dress pattern and elevate it. We've showed you how you can elevate a basic skirt with Ankara fabric and also a top. So we've already given you the inspiration for all of these things, but imagine creating a 3-piece suit with a really standout Ankara. I think that would be really amazing. Now with this top and skirt, if you decided to go that route, I definitely like the idea of using contrasting Ankara fabrics. It would be so very cool to use two different Ankara fabrics that maybe have one unifying color woven throughout them to tie them in together, but having completely different prints. I think that will be so fun and playful. And if you decide to go the route of the blazer with the pants, that would be the perfect outfit for work or church or even a really nice dinner. This pattern is definitely one of those where it's extreme value because you have a whole capsule wardrobe right here, friends, in this pattern. You could make all of these pieces out of a different Ankara fabric and your little wardrobe would be amazing. And you could take all those pieces and combine them with other basic solid color items that you already have in your wardrobe. The fabric recommendation for this pattern is challis, rayons, cotton blends, and crepe. So you're definitely going to be able to make all of these items in Ankara, and I think this would be a fantastic choice. Another basic pattern that I have in my stash that I believe would be elevated really nicely with Ankara is Simplicity S9112. What I really love about this pattern, again, you can create another capsule wardrobe with a completely different style, is that it has some unique details. So right here you have a button up with a mock collar and a shorter length of sleeve. Okay, you have a nice more tailored wide leg pants, not as loose and flowy as that three-piece I showed you before. This is definitely going to be more appropriate for, say, going to work or something like that. I also really love this style of pant. Upon first looking at it, it looked like a full-length long skirt, but really what it is a pair of pants that has a skirt piece that's draped across the front of the pant leg. I think that is so neat and also lends itself really well to doing a color blocking type of design with these pants. You could definitely set your pants apart from others already by having this skirt piece, but having a contrasting Ankara fabric would definitely make it look even more special. You could do that with the contrasting piece of Ankara fabric that is different from the main legs of the fabric. You can match this fabric with either of the tops, and that would be such a really cool way to use Ankara fabric with this pattern. The fabric recommendations are chambray, chiffon, cotton types, crepe de chine, double georgette, gauze, linen types, and shirting. Really great pattern to definitely come up with a unique way to use Ankara fabric. I really love this pattern. It's another basic pattern that is easy to sew. This is Simplicity S9113. Very cool and relaxed looking. And what I like about the top in particular is that it gives very much a dashiki vibe, but you can do it with buttons, right? So I think that that would be really cool. But the neat thing is you can use a dashiki Ankara fabric that has a large scale print in order to create this top, and it would be so amazing. The neat thing about this is that it comes with 3 different views of top, so you can even do one without buttons that's short sleeve and more on the shorter length, or you can do a long version, or you can do this tunic length version, plus it comes with pants. I love a good value pattern. You can make all of these and it will look all very different in your closet, and I think that that's so cool. This pattern recommends batiks, chambrays, cotton lawns, cotton types, gauze, linen types, shirting, and voile. All options would be really lovely, but especially when you take a basic pattern like this, it will be elevated once you add that really cool, unique, special Ankara fabric. This is another pattern that I have made in the past, and I can vouch that it works really nicely with cotton. This is McCall's M7757. This is not a new pattern. It has been around a very long time. I am a huge fan of this pattern. I think that View D and View E are just perfect. They are the best pairing possible in my opinion. Perfect for anybody's summer vacation. Very cool, classy, very fun, and definitely could be elevated in Ankara. As you can see here, it has been made in a really loud print, so you already know that it works well with printed fabrics, and it's a very easy sew. You're talking about an elastic waist pair of pants and a top that has elastic across the top, the bottom, and the wrist. Very cute. There are other views within this pattern that definitely would look amazing in Ankara. fabric. As you can see, they're here. Definitely look at this online for a better view of the different options. But again, this is M7757, and the fabric recommendations are gauze, crepes, chalets, but I'm telling you right now, a cotton would be amazing. And if you go on Instagram, I would not be surprised if you see some versions of this already put together in Ankara, and you'll probably get lots of inspiration by going on Instagram, or just go on Pinterest. And if you look for crop top wide leg pants in Ankara, I'm sure you'll see something very similar to this, because it is something that is just, I don't know, you can't miss with this. It's just absolutely perfect for Ankara. The last pattern is one that I mentioned in the last video when I talked about shorts. So I'm bringing it out again because, again, I still think this would be fantastic in Ankara. This is a man's pattern, but I believe that as a woman, I plan to make this. I did buy a copy for myself and a copy for my husband because that is my intent. I definitely believe that either the short sleeve or the long sleeve version of this pattern would be amazing in Ankara, along with this drawstring waist pant. And with the pants, there's two different lengths as well. So if you're a woman making this pattern, I would probably make the shorter length of leg, because this is a man's pattern, which means it's going to be more oversized than a woman's shirt and shorts pattern. So definitely making the shorter pair of shorts might fit you a bit better. But either way, you couldn't go wrong. And if you love a street style, either option would be great. This is Simplicity S9758, and this is a Norris Dante Ford pattern. And again, it would be amazing in Ankara fabric. This pattern suggests that you use batiks, chambrays, cottons, linens, and poplins. But I definitely plan to make this personally myself in the future in an Ankara fabric. I think it would be amazing. So that was the last pattern that I have to suggest for you. I hope you found some inspiration from this video. Please make sure that you head over to Talisha of Creativity by T's channel so that you can see the patterns that she is suggesting. And also make sure that you return to both of our channels next week so that you can see the finished garment, and we'll be revealing to you the patterns from our stash that we actually decided to elevate with Ankara. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up, and also if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye.